Ambrose of Milan, de Mysteriis, Episode 9. Capitulum secundum. Quid initiandi ecclesiam ingressi promiserent, quibusve cordram testibus, et quam operem se converterent ad orientem. This portion here, so far as I can tell, is not by Ambrose himself. It is a summary of what is coming in chapter 2, but I think it's worth looking at anyway. So, what do those who are about to be initiated, initiandi, as they enter the church, what do they promise, promiserent, or, in front of what witnesses are they, cordram, in whose presence, in other words, who witnesses this, and finally, why, quam abrem, do they turn themselves, or simply do they turn, se converterent, toward the east, ad orientem. So you notice here we have three questions, quid, also quibus, and quam abrem. So the verbs are promiserent and converterent, or converterent. So initiandi and ingressi are both masculine plural and nominative. One is a gerundive, a kind of participle that's a future passive, and the other is a simple adjective, a participle that's a perfect, from ingredior, from this deponent verb ingredior. So what, as they are about to be initiated, do those, once they have entered the church, what do they promise? Promiserent. And quid is a neuter singular accusative as the object of promiserent. And secondly, that's the this is an enclitic, that means or, in much the same way that the enclitic que means and. Incidentally, the que is cognate with Greek te, which also means and is also an enclitic. Or, in whose presence. So coram is a preposition that takes the ablative case, always and only. Quibus testibus, or in the presence of what witnesses do they do that. And third, quam ab rem, on account of what thing, or more simply why, cur, do they turn, se converterent. This verb converto is a transitive verb, which means that it introduces action in its object, and so it has to have the reflexive se. The English verb turn can be either transitive or intransitive. We turn a page, or we ourselves turn, as in turn left, for example, and either way, the verb form is the same. But Latin distinguishes more regularly between transitive and intransitive verbs, and converto is transitive. So they turn themselves, or more simply, they turn. So why do they turn ad orientem, toward the east? These are the questions that Ambrose is going to answer in chapter 2.
If you enjoyed that little video lesson, please go ahead and subscribe for us, click the bell, and so forth. Check out the other videos on this page, leave a comment, and please be sure to check out our Patreon page as well.